Okay, the danger part. There's one day when everything is not normal for us. You know, I was traveling out of Kabul. I'm going for one, I should say like a small assignment. They found a old town, like 100 kilometers away from Kabul. So we were traveling early in the morning. And you know, Kabul, Afghanistan, there's no street light at all. And all of a sudden there was like one bicycle across us, and we almost hit that bicycle, you know, and we were lucky. Then we stopped by and take our bodyguard, you know, to show us around that place. So we pick him up, and then he took us to the desert. And all of a sudden there was a sandstorm, and we were stuck in the middle of a landmine. We lost track of our way to the place, you know. So everybody was quiet. I didn't know anything about it until, you know, that guy was saying everybody was quiet, and asked them what happened. They said that we are on a landmine area. So I was about like, oh my God, you know, what should I do? You know, should I walk away from here, or, you know, landmine? How are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? So I was thinking of writing a letter to my family, you know, taking a piece of paper saying that, you know, if anything happened to me, you know, blah 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 blah. And then, you know, it hit me that, you know, if I'm blown by a landmine, you know, I don't think the paper will survive, right? So I dropped the idea of writing it, and I kept quiet until about 10 minutes, you know, later, and then suddenly the driver see a track, you know, see the track back to the place, you know. So we were lucky, and they were like, you know, laughing and things like that. And I said, oh my God, they were like, you know, nothing happened to them. Okay, so when we reached the place, there was this tough Afghan guy, you know, with a AK-47, of course. You know, everybody is carrying Kalashnikov in Afghanistan. So when he see me, that he immediately point a gun at me. Muslim. I said I'm a Muslim. Okay, and he asked me to say some Arabic words like, you know, kalima. So I read my Arabic, you know, I said La ilaha illallah. Then he said his friend. Okay, then he put out a carpet on the desert and bring a cup of tea to me, and we talked. And the best part is he put down his AK-47 next to him. I was on the other side, and I put down my camera. Okay, so it was like we are like facing each other. Okay, and I was drinking, and all of a sudden he picked up his AK-47 and start shooting. Just next to me. Okay, it's next to me, and I look back and I saw a snake, a desert snake that he was shooting. I was like, oh my God, how can he shoot without aiming, you know? And I was just next to, you know, next to the place, and I said, you know, why do you do that? They said the snake is behind you, you know, so I just need to shoot it. Yeah, so we finished our job and things like that, and we decided to go back. I mean, it was really late. Okay, we have to rush back because if it's dark, then it's difficult for us to go back, because it's very dangerous at night, you know, in Afghanistan. So we rushed back, and a few kilometers away, in the middle of the desert, our car just broke down. Can you imagine? Our car broke down in the middle of a desert. You can still see the light, you know, but it was like, oh, in the middle of the desert, what are you going to do? So the funny thing is, 5 minutes later, we see a motorcycle, two guys on a motorcycle come over to us and ask us, what happened? I said, our car broke down. He tried to help us, and within a minute, he managed to get it started. And I was wondering, where does the guy come from? You know, so that was it, and we drive back all the way to Kabul, and we were very quiet until we reached our office, and that Afghan guy said, Zainal, I think today God is with us. You know, everything happened to us, but we were lucky to survive. You know, so that is the most scariest part of my moment, you know, in this line. Yeah, we were taken to a landmine area, so-called landmine area. There was like these two UN workers trying to, you know, find a landmine, and all of a sudden, he was blown off by a landmine, and you can see that his hand was blown off, you know. So your job is to help that guy. So you have to make full use of what you have learned and help that guy. So that is very important too. You know, first aid is very important. Mental preparation, you really have to be strong. Okay, first of all, you are in a foreign country. You are eating different food. Okay, you are meeting different people. You don't speak your language. Okay, if you are there for 2 months, you don't speak a single Bahasa. Okay, you have to speak English all the way. The most important thing is food, because you have to eat. You know what they eat. You have to prepare yourself. Okay, face all difficulties of the people there. Okay, the death. You have to shut down everything, so that you don't have the feeling towards them, because you cannot interfere with their life. Okay, I still remember when one early winter morning, it was like very cold and it was like -2 degrees. Okay, I woke up and I looked out at my window. I saw this young child with no shoes, you know, no thick warm clothes, and she was shivering, asking for food. And I was into tears when I looked at her. You know, I myself cannot stand, you know, the weather, but you know, you just imagine that child. You know, so I'll try to get my cook and try to ask him to give them a couple of bread and ask them to go away, because I cannot look at them. So from there, I learned not to get interfere with their life. You know, I just shut down my, you know, look at them and that's it. You know, I didn't take it back. I don't think about it at all. Fortunately for me, I don't feel anything at all. Okay, I don't have like trauma of being to that kind of places. I see dead body and things like that. I just, you know, I just shut it down. We never keep in touch, okay, but we know that they are from this company and that company. But you must remember that was during early of 2002. Internet is not like now, okay. You don't have blogs, you don't have Facebook or whatever, so you don't really know. You only see them on a big assignment, okay. Sometimes you don't even know them, but you know their faces. You know, you don't even know where they come from. You know how good they are. You don't even know that. You know, for example, like James Netway. I've been working with him for a couple of times. You know, and I don't even know him at that time because there's no internet at all. Of course, you know, I feel really sad. You know, I was crying when one of my friends was killed during an ambush in Afghanistan. Yeah, and I was like thinking about their family. That's it. You know, like my friends, most of them, yang mati tu, yang di Iraq, he was with me during the hostile environment course. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, mati, you will die. Okay. Anyway. Okay. But the thing, you need that safety. Safety is very important. It's different from country. Okay. It's different from country. In Afghanistan, there's no difference whether you are a journalist or not. Okay? You are still the same for them. Okay. In other part of the country, you know, some of them like you, some of them don't. You know, for example, in East Timor, okay, I don't show that I'm a journalist. Okay, because some of them doesn't like journalists at all. There's some of them, yes. For example, like this guy. Okay, I just want to show you. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to get into Afghanistan. This was the northern part of Pakistan. He was sleeping, you know, among all these shoes, you know. So I moved slowly. I take a couple of shots. On my third shot, he woke up and he chased me with his shoes. You know, he said not to take pictures, so I just ran away, jumped into my jeep, and we went up. My best story is, I think, the falls of Joseph Estrada in Philippines. I get a cover for Times Newsweek, and everything that I do, that assignment is like perfect, and you know, and it was fun. Well, you have to know the story. Okay, you have to follow the story, you have to know the story, you have to read a lot, okay, look at the story, and then only you prepare yourself, okay. Without knowing the story, you cannot do your work. That is what news is all about. We were lucky because we have an office in all the country. So what you do normally, we go to the office and ask around. Okay, what happened to this place? What happened to this place? How do you handle this place? Okay, what is the situation around? Okay, and then once you are on the ground, then you try to get all your experience, put it into your into your work, whatever you have learned. Creative angle normally we do when we have the time. Okay, we try to get all creative angle, but sometimes news is difficult to get creative angle. The most important thing is that news picture first. Once you get the particular picture, then you try to be creative. We don't want to miss the big story, big pictures. Yeah. Okay, this is another one of my favorite. How I get this picture is like my first day in Kandahar. After I stay at home for 2 days, then we try to go out and see what happened. So what I did was, I saw this guy was like waving the money, it's a currency market, waving the money. I was in the car, but they cannot see me because it's all tinted, right? So what I did was, okay, I set my camera, I get down, jump down, quickly ran to him, take a couple of shots, then I move back to my car. Because I don't want them to come, look at me and surround me and ask me a lot of things, because it's very dangerous. I was advised not to stay too long because there might be bad people who try to kill you or use their knife or things like that. So just take a couple of pictures and run. Really speak their language. Okay, my fixer only just next to me. Just look at me. You just shoot. Because for them, they were kind of surprised too. Like, what is the guy doing? So you take a quick one and then you go away. Then after I was sent back home, and 3 weeks later they asked me to go again. Okay, I was eager to go. Okay, because I know the place, I love the place. Okay, and I think it's fun to be there. My family was like, on my second journey was like, because remember when I was on my first journey, I bought them a carpet because in Afghanistan they are well known for carpet. Okay. So I bought them, I think it's a nice carpet, okay? So on my second trip, when we were at the airport, my wife was like, they were not crying, but they were saying that if you want to buy a carpet, you try to get the red color, not the brown, because red is better and things like that. And I was like, okay, So it become like normal to them, and they know that you can even go shopping there. It's like 50 years behind Malaysia, okay? So everything is picture, okay? You get a car, break down in the middle of the road. Here you have a tow truck, okay, pulling the car. But over there, they pick up the car and put into a cart and they pull the cart. So it's like 50 years behind us. So everything, you open your eyes, you see left, right, it's a picture. You see left, it's a picture. So everything is new to you. So it's nice, for a photographer, it's like, it's heaven for you to take pictures out there. So that's why I love that place. You go to the market, you can shoot, thousands of pictures out there. 8 times that one day I was walking in the market, and out of the blue, I was alone. Okay, out of the blue, somebody shouted my name. It was like, I can hear somebody, calling me. I look back and I saw one guy was like waving at me. And I go close to him and I said, you remember me? I said, look, hang on. He said, we were together in Kandahar. So it was like, it's a place that, you feel at home when, somebody call your name. I love this job, okay? I love this job, and I love to be in the thick of the action, okay? And also, the funny thing is, every big story, you go to that place, you will see the same faces. So this is where you meet the old friends. From AP, from AFP. I see, after 1 year or 2 years, you see the same faces. You feel satisfied that you have done almost everything. So you can tell your grandchildren the story of how you cover this. You can tell the history in the making. How you cover that history. It's different. You know, you see with your own eyes, and when you read, it's different. You have to be prepared, okay? Mentally, okay, if you have family, you have to have a understanding family so that they know your job, okay? You are going into places that no one knows what's going to happen, okay? And whatever you do, safety comes first. I still remember what my boss said, you know, once you are on the front line, okay, use your instinct, right? If your instinct say it's very dangerous, if you don't feel safe, don't go, okay? It's your life. Nothing is more important than your life, you know. You can miss the picture, never mind. Your life is very important. We are not going to ask for it. This is what my boss said, you know. Then it's up to you.